Hello everyone and welcome to probably the final part in my batch programming tutorial series. And it might be, it might not. I will tell you at the end of the video, depending on how much we get done. So let's get started. Let's hop right in. If you've not seen the first two videos, I recommend you doing so because they really help. So let's just name a title, name it Hi. Okay. So let's say you have some text. I go, do you want to continue? And you want the user to be able to enter an input. You do set/p. I want to say option equals. Of course, you can do anything. I'm going to say if percent option percent equals is equal to 1, go to not 1, yes. Y for yes. So that stands for yes or no, by the way. I'm going to create the Y section and echo yes. And then maybe I want to exit if I type in no percent option percent is equals to n exit. Now we talked about this. We talked about this last time, but we haven't really dug down into some other good commands, and this is called error level. In case you did not know, I also have a tutorial on error level in case this does not help. But you see, if I type in Y. Okay, I see why. I need the 1 there. Okay, anyways, if I press Y, it'll go to yes. But let's say I don't want to have to press enter after it, because that can get annoying. There's a command that will automatically let you not have to press enter. Of course, you can only enter in 1-digit lines. You can't enter in like 10. That won't work. But if you type in choice/C, and then the characters you want, which I want Y and N, and /N, and you have that /N. It's not like the last digit. If I change this up, it's still to be /N. You just have to enter that command. Now, this is basically like an automatic command. This does not work on Windows XP or anything. I think it works in Windows 7 and 8. I'm working on Windows 7, so I think it might work on that. If error level, which error level is kind of like that percent, like option percent we used earlier, except you don't enter in percents around it, or you don't enter in the percent, choice percent, or anything. You just enter in error level. If error level is equal to the second digit in our after this, the second digit is Y. So if it's equal to Y, go to Y1. And if error level is basically is the key that typed in or pressed. If the key that typed in is 1, exit. So now we have an automatic command. And if we type in any other command that doesn't actually exist, that was N. That does exist. Like, now if we type in Y, it'll automatically go. And if we type in N, it'll automatically go too. You can have as many characters as you want under this. A little recommendation, I always start with the last character and start going down. Okay. Now we're going to talk about ping localhost. It's a really useful command. It helps you with a lot of things. Now, what ping localhost can do, it can pause the screen. Okay? Now I can type in /seconds and /n. Now /seconds, I look at it, it's not exact, but it's like for every number you type in that's equal to 1 second, and /n is for every number you type in that's equal to like 1/2 of a second. So if I wanted to be exactly close to a second, /n2 would be the most accurate. I can type in /s1, and then after that, you want to type in no. So if it's like /n1, no. You just want to type in this because this will not show any text on the screen. If I just type in ping localhost, my second's 1, she'll come with all this text. When I type in ping localhost, my second's 1, no, it'll pause for a second, and then it'll do that. So it's running all this code in the background. So, now, what I can do is, it will take a second, and then, after it's done loading, it'll come up with this. So this is a very useful command. I use it a lot in my games. It's good for logos and all that fun stuff. It's also good for when characters have to wait or not characters, people have to wait for things, or making animated little scenes. It's very good for all that fun stuff. So definitely want to use that as well. Now the next command requires a specific program, and this program is called colors.exe. I have it in my C drive. See, this is it. So if you have this program, what you can do a few cool things with this program. One of the things is you can make multicolored batch lines. You can have like 2 different colors on one line. It's pretty awesome. So if you did get it somehow, you can just type it down, and I'd probably want to type it down on YouTube. There's a few people that offer it for download. I have it on my website, www.lunarcreations.weebly.com. Just go to the batch games page and click on the download link for all the games, and it will be on that site for the downloads. Insert it into your C drive. You can really put it anywhere, but that's the easiest. So what I can do, I can type in CD, which stands for change directory to the C drive, so I don't have to keep on entering. And this, by the way, this is my /. It's some reason it's really weird and changed up. But basically, what will happen is normally when you type this, okay, let me show you. Right now, if I were to type in copy something, it would think, well, it goes c/user/ijosh/copy whatever this is in the folder. But when I change directory and make it a C drive, then it will say copy whatever's in the C drive. So that's what I want to do. I want to change the directory to the C drive. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to type in colors, because normally colors is not a command, but when you change the directory to the C drive, you type in colors. Basically what happens is in batch, when you type in a command, the drive says, okay. So it goes to C/Windows/System32, and there's a bunch of all the files that have commands on them. So when you type in a specific command, like if, it'll run the file if, echo, it'll run the file echo, and so forth. So colors 40. And this is the color. I would just change this. You can change it to any color. So I'm typing 40. And then the position you want it on the screen. I want it on one line in on the first line, and then the text, hello. And usually people say hello world, so hello earth. And now I'm going to do echo. And you could keep on going. You don't need to put this line here. This line, if I didn't mention this before, echo and then dot. There's no space in between the dot. But echo dot just displays a blank line with no text. I don't think I mentioned that earlier. Thank you for playing my game. Now I can change the color to color, and I want text to be F. Now pause the screen. Now when I run it, it messed up on me. I think I know what happened. I think that's fine. Let me try this now. There we go. I'm still kind of blanked out from coding all day. It's really got me down. See, this line is colored differently from this line. And it is really useful. All you need is that program, and it is downloadable on my site, so you can definitely get that. And it's very useful, as I said earlier. So, now that we've covered that, let's cover a few more commands. There is another command, and I'm not going to keep on showing you stuff, a command called copy. And I can copy, let's just say, I can copy, and I'm going to change the directory to desktop, because I would have to do that. I expect that's totally wrong. And I can do copy, and I'll say I want to copy Notepad, TED, and I want to copy it to C drive. I can do that, and I can copy the file. I can also rename a file, so I can rename Notepad. And you probably want to put the extension after it. I forgot to do that. Just put the extension, Notepad head dot link. I'm gonna send it to again the C drive. Not rename it. I don't want to send it to someone. I want to rename it to config.link. And you could change the extension and stuff. And you'll see what will happen is if I run this, I'll rename it to config. Now I want to talk a little bit more about null. What this does is this blanks the screen so it will not show any text. You saw that when I run this, there's a little bit of text, and that text basically says this file, you know, it renamed the file. Now, I can stop that from coming up with text. If I type in null, it blanks the screen out. Now, if I run this, there's still text. But there usually should not be. That's why we used it in ping localhost my second one now. Without it, it will display text. I'm not sure why it displays text. It really shouldn't. I'll figure it out later. Again, I'm really tired. I've been up since about 1 in the morning coding. That's basically all I've done today. I've been coding. Let's see. I've been coding for like. The last break of taking coding was like at 1 o'clock. It was like from 1 to 1:10 to eat food, and then I went back and I've been coding for 4 hours, and I'm so tired. But anyways, so that actually almost concludes the series. We've covered a lot of code. We did not make a game, unfortunately, but we did get a lot of good progress done. I hope you did learn the language very well. There's still many more commands and many more things for you to find out. I still have to, and I'm sure there's many commands, like there's command pause, and displays press any key to continue, pause, null, which I said null blank screen will just display a blank line. What else is there? And if you want to learn more commands, just open up CMD. It's just command prompt. If you're not running Windows XP, go to Start, All Programs, Accessories, Notepad Plus, or not Notepad Plus. What is it called? Command prompt, Accessories. I'm not sure what Accessories is. Come on, me. There we go. And then Notepad, or not Notepad, Command prompt. I'm so out of it. But anyways, you can get a list of commands if you kept in help. There's a lot of different commands and a lot of valuable stuff. Of course, I don't even know all of these, but definitely help to know these commands. So anyways, again, I will still be doing my Minecraft tutorial, or not my tutorial, my Minecraft quest. I haven't published a video on that lately just because I have been kind of busy coding, and this is why I kind of wanted to finish off this series, because I have another series, how to make the grid and batch, which I'm still working on, and my Minecraft quest series, which will be going on for a long time until I figure out what I even want to do with that series. I was just told to make a series. I was like, hey, what the heck? Yes, I guess that's basically all. Again, thank you for watching. I hope this series helped you a little bit if you did not know the language. If you did, again, I'm just going through some basic stuff that is pretty obvious. And it's pretty easy to understand. Of course, there's more complicated code, but actually not that much. I mean, a few more code that I should talk about is call, which if I had a batch file, let's say echo off. Now the code for this game right here is pretty large, so I don't want to have to take the entire code for it and insert it into this document. I don't want it to be that big, so I can call the file. I can do echo press any key to start more, and I can do pause. Darn it. Pause, and I can do call Memora, and it'll basically bring up Memora in this batch file. So when you call a batch file, it'll basically open the batch file in the same window. So if you see, what the heck? Okay, I see why. That includes that.